go by the name of Joe Grits, the General. Usually I don't write nothing, I kind of wing it and just talk to the people. Unfortunately, I'm here on behalf of both sides of the family. I grew up with his mother, and I also grew up with his father. More so, I ran the streets with his father. His father's incarcerated right now, and he wasn't even able to come here. So that's like heartbreaking right there. I love it and peace to Tone. Like I said, I usually wing it, but I'm gonna speak from what I was just writing in the car. The enemy isn't the police and the government. The oppressors, those who invoke injustice on us, which that should be our enemy. Our enemy for the last decade has been us. We've been our own enemy. Instead of beefing over, rent, financial literacy, things that, the oppressors hold us back on, we out here beefing over colors, corners that we hang on, projects that we represent, that our mother paid rent for and don't even own. The beefs of your hood's past, standing behind deaths of men you never even met or spoke to. Where's the true gangsters that protect our women and children, that hustle not only illegal but legal to provide for their family? That's gangster to me. Gunning down a 14-year-old boy who hasn't reached his peak in life, hasn't gone to the prom or voted. Even as a father, he was still a baby himself. Now we leave his son for self. Someone tell the killer, what's so gangster about that? That's a coward, that's a sucker to me. This boy has a father who lived as a gangster, who's incarcerated. How about the killer turn himself in so he could meet his father and get an old-fashioned whipping, like how we was when we was children. Young women, you are not exempt. You like this living, you applaud these killings. These boys do what you like. So if you show dislike, they will too. Close your legs, close your household to these confused boys. Show them the one better. Or else you'll be cursed with babies that will grow into the same men you'll soon bear. So take heed to what I'm saying. I see a lot of youth in the crowd, and I also see a few men of age. Let's stop going blind to these killings. Like homie said that just was up here, like, we survived. In the hood I'm from and where I'm at, I'm not from New Haven, but I view people from the ops, from the other side. And we walked the other way. We just happy we survived. We on both sides, we done got murders on both sides. So it ain't no friendship, we ain't hugging and dapping, but just to survive to the age of 35, knowing I got homies on me, tatted on me that died at 20, 19, 14 as well. Different things like that. We thankful of that. We thankful and grateful that we able to be here, but it don't make no sense if we got the knowledge and we walk by these dudes hanging in front of the corner store, in the stores, and don't speak to them, don't talk to them and help save them. It's unfortunate I didn't know that, I remember hustling in the park, right? And Ty was like 2-3 years old with his mom playing, being a kid. But I know he was watching us. He was watching us hustle. He was watching us shoot. And that triggers his brain, so when he get older, what you think he want to do? Come on. You know what I'm saying? So even I got to feel the weight on this body. And his father do too. Because his father lived that same life and was incarcerated so much, he wasn't able to be a father. So that's something he got to weigh on in his cell and seek redemption as I do every day. My son is 14 years old. So just to hear the news, it breaks me. It breaks me. My son is in school right now. That's what most of y'all kids should be in school. That shouldn't be at no funeral at this age, man. That's corny and that's whack. As I think the mayor and several others said, is men and women out there that y'all can seek help to and that will talk to you. Please holler at us. My name is Joe Grits, JoeGrits, on Facebook, all social medias. I'm also an artist, so if you put that in your, you put GRIT $. And even in my music, because a lot of the music is like a drug for y'all brains. and it influence y'all. Y'all listen to these, rest in peace, King Bonds and Pop Smokes and different things like that, and it hype, it boosts y'all. I know what it do because I was listening to 50 20 years ago, and that for D-Block and all and sorts of artists like that, and it kind of boosted that lifestyle that I was living. Not telling y'all the choice of y'all music, but all of that is art. A lot of us done did more stuff in the street than the artists that you listening to, pushing that negative influence in your brain. That's why me as an artist, if you look up my music now, it ain't about that. It ain't about that. It's about teaching, street education, showing you both sides. This is one side. Y'all preaching and teach the other side of shooting, but this is where you lay. This is where it ends. The video game over. This is not Grand Theft Auto. You don't get to restart this video game. It's over. I could go on, and I'm fine with that. Because if we could save one of y'all, two of y'all, three of y'all, then his death, it meant something. Y'all did something for him by going to school, becoming something. As I said, him watching me grow up, he seen the street life. That's who y'all look up to, the drug dealers, the killers. Nah, man, it's some people out here that's probably RNs, doctors, lawyers. Seek them. And those that are in position of power, that got them jobs, them occupations, talk to these kids. You know, I know sometimes y'all feel like, oh, they don't dress as you dress now. And that's why as a grown man, 35, I still come out with my chains and still move about. Because I want the kids to understand, just because my life is better now, and even, you know, I'm running for city council in Bridgeport. So I'm gonna be sitting with the mayors and in meetings and in corporate situations with gold teeth in my mouth, with 10 boots on my feet, so you can still be who you is and change your life. I ain't telling none of y'all that you gotta go on a suit and tie, you gotta cut your hair off and get rid of your tattoos. All this gonna stay. They gonna accept me for who I am because it ain't my presence. The book might look damaged. The book might be torn. But when you have a conversation with me, I could go toe to toe with the man right now with anything. With anything. Education, you know, financials, all that. So once again, man, my heart and strength to the family. Y'all know I got love for y'all. Like it breaks me, yo. It breaks me to know that that's Tone's son, man. It breaks me because I know he hurting. I know he hurting, and I'm being honest with those in the crowd. Like, his father was nothing to play with, but this is the karma, yo. His father was nothing to play with. If he was free today, he'd be running through New Haven, ripping it up. And now I gotta make sure when he come home, he seek a better life and help out the rest of his kids instead of coming out here and want to tear New Haven up. Because I already know that's on his mind. I already know that's on his mind. And understand nothing changed overnight, over day. I understand hurt and I understand pain. I was shot 2 different times in my life. 19 years old and just 5 years ago. Even with changing my life. So even with changing your life, just because it's something you did today or last week, it could haunt you 20, 10 years. I got shot over things that I did 20 years ago. Because people don't forget, family don't forget, and they still seek revenge. So understand that for the young boys. You doing something now so you can still change your life and people come for you. That's why make it right now. Make it right while you can. I know I went over the 2 minutes, man. Salute. And like I said, man, holla at me and whatever help I can give to y'all, or Ice the Beef and the different organizations out here, seek that, man. Salute, the general.